Hi, everyone. This is Heather Welch at the Wyoming Department of Health Aging Division. Thanks for joining me again. This is SAMS training week 4. So let's talk about the consumers tab. This is a tab that previously we've said that you never, ever go into. This is the one time that we're going to go into this tab. The reason that we say that you don't go into this tab is because it can cause a lot of problems with the way that SAMS keeps records if something were to go wrong. Don't let that scare you though from using this tab as long as you use it correctly. So we use the consumers tab to do aggregates. So we use it for the 3B monthly newsletters and the 3E information service category. So again, like I said, it's the one time that we use the consumers tab. So what you want to do is go ahead and click on that consumers tab. And then you'll use this filter mechanism here and do value contains aggregate. Apply the filter. You'll see that I've already done that. And then you'll go ahead and double click on that first result. So what's going to happen is it's going to default to the details tab, but we want this service deliveries tab, so it's 4 over. So you'll go ahead and click over there. So you can see here, because again, remember that I have administrative access, so I can see all of y'all's entries. So when you click on service deliveries, you won't see nearly so many service deliveries. But so for Title 3B newsletters, what you'll want to do is click Add New. And this is the screen that you should see. So the care program, again, like we said, if it was for Title 3B, you'll pull that down. The agency is going to default to us. Provider, you'll select yourselves. Service category, if it's going to be for 3B, it'll be support services, so select that. Service is outreaches if we're entering the 3B newsletters. And the subservice for 3B newsletters under outreaches is going to be newsletter. And I'm not seeing it. So it could just be that I need to select a provider whom I know does these. So I know that Weston does them. Nope. What's happening here? Oh, because it's public information newsletters. And then newsletter IA. Sorry, that's my bad. So public information newsletters and then newsletter IA. See, we all mess up SAMS sometimes. The important thing is that I didn't save, right? Okay, so again, then you'll select your service month. So let's say this was for last month. Now here's where it's important. Units typically is only going to be 1. If you sent out multiple newsletters, so say you sent out 2 different newsletters in the month, you would enter 2. If you only sent out 1 newsletter, enter 1. Consumers served, this is where you're going to put the number of newsletters that you distributed. So if you sent out 1 unique newsletter, You'll enter 1 unit. And if you estimate that you reached 75 people, then you'll put 75 consumers served. Then you'll save and close. Obviously, because I'm not going to enter this for Weston, I'm not going to save it, but that's how you do that. So again, the service category is support services. The service, sorry, it's not outreaches, it's public information newsletters. Subservice, newsletter. Service month, again, this date function in SAMS is much easier to use than some of the other date functions. Again, you can go back multiple years, but again, it's just a month-year format. Units is the unique newsletters that went out, and the consumers served is the number of newsletters, the number of consumers reached, the number of people you estimate that you reached, maybe the number of copies that you printed out and sent out. Does that make sense? I hope so. And remember again to always save and close. Again, Weston, I'm not going to mess up yours, so I'm going to discard the changes. But after you save and close, you should then make sure that it pops up here and shows. Okay, so that was for Title 3B. So let's then talk about Title 3E. So again, it's going to be very similar. We're going to add new. The care program, you're going to select National Family Caregiver Support Program, 3E. Agency, again, is always going to be us. Provider, select whoever you are. Again, it's a smaller list because there's not as many 3E providers. Let's just say it's calc, for instance. Your service category is going to be NFCP information. And then your service is going to be information. And then newsletters. So it depends on what you're doing. It could be group education, or health fairs, or newsletters, or public education. So again, you just need to know what it is that you're entering. Let's say newsletters. Again, you'll select your date, which is just your service month and year. Units is however many group education or health fairs or newsletters or public education to families you did for the month. And then consumers served, again, very similar to the 3B, is the estimated number of people at the group education or at the health fair or at the public education, or the estimated number of people you sent newsletters to. So again, say it's 75 that you sent newsletters to. Again, you would save and close. I'm not going to mess theirs up, so I'm going to discard that. Again, it would pop here, and you would make sure that your entry is listed on the service delivery screen after you save and close. So hopefully that was clear. If you have any questions, again, please don't hesitate to give me a call or shoot me an email. That's what I'm here for. Today's training is pretty short, just going over those consumers. Typically, when we do a week 4 training with y'all, we also go over reports again, because there are so many reports and they can be a little bit daunting. So if you find that you're still having questions or you're a little overwhelmed with reports, definitely don't hesitate to give us a call or shoot us an email. So please let us know if you have questions or need anything else. And with that, that's where I'm going to leave it. Have a great day, and I will see you next week.